So today is our regular Community Service Commission meeting. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd. We will go ahead and call our meeting to order at 5:30. Since we do not have a quorum, we are going to be skipping items number 1 and 2 on today's agenda. Do we have to approve this? No. Okay, that's what I thought because we don't have a quorum. So I'm like, hold on. Thanks. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and read through this. We have our public comment. This provides an opportunity for members of the public to address the commissioners on items of interest to the public within the commissioner's jurisdiction and which are not already on the agenda this evening. It is the policy of the commission not to answer questions impromptu. Speakers should limit their comments to not more than 3 minutes. For items which are on the agenda this evening, members of the public will be provided with an opportunity to address the board as each item is brought up for discussion. Any public comment? No public comment. Okay, so again, we're skipping items 1 and 2. Those will be on our next month's agenda. So we'll go ahead and go to item 3, which is the upcoming Proposition 68 Phase 5 grant cycle, and I'll turn it over to Adam.
All right. Well, good evening, commissioners. Thanks for attending. This portion of the agenda, we want to talk about the statewide park development and community revitalization program. It's essentially a state-funded program. We connected to Prop 68. It's actually a connection of Proposition 4. Which is essentially parks for projects either creating new park spaces, expanding current spaces, or revitalizing existing spaces. And so essentially with that, the last couple of commission meetings, we've talked about a couple of projects. The commission has already selected to move forward with potential grant applications for Memorial Park. So we want to see some action off of that one. Potential work on the pool, potentially seeing if we have time to do an application to get funding for the pool. And then if there's additional time, maybe doing something with the senior center. But right now, the main focus is Memorial Park. The application window is supposed to open at the end of this summer. So we're still waiting for an application to open. No deadline yet. So we're waiting for the state to release that. They would like to host a workshop in Kingsburg. There are a couple of cities that are selected, and I just heard back from our representative that they would like Kingsburg to host one of the statewide meetings. And so I think it's a great opportunity for our town. So I think we're going to go ahead and try working with that in September. And the application itself, it's a maximum grant of $8.5 million per application, and it's a minimum of $200,000 per application. So I think within that scope, we could potentially get a decent award or project that would help revitalize a couple of our local parks, focusing mainly, obviously, on Memorial Park because that was what was selected. So yeah, that was pretty much just the update I have for that. Once the application window opens, I can send that out so that we can start working on seeing what that application looks like. For Prop 68, around 4, we had a subcommittee that was selected from the commissioners. We might go that route and just select 3 commissioners that would be interested in sitting with that and helping coordinate the workshops that are needed with the community. The state likes to see involvement from all organizations, at least the majority within the town. And so if we could potentially get workshops together like we did before, talking about the different elements that we'd like to see or the citizens would like to see, so that we can include that in the application going forward. So with that, that's just a general update. I'll keep you informed with anything else that comes up, but I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Item number 4, Kingsburg Community Service Commission, Kingsburg Cares Fund /day discussion. Adam again.
This was just on here as a continued follow-up from the last commission meeting. I know Commissioner Diana Weston Johnson had this idea of a Kingsburg Cares Day, wanted to get community involvement and kind of showcase what the Community Service Commission was about to the city. I don't have anything other than that. I was hoping she would attend tonight's meeting to kind of go off some of that, but really just kind of keeping it on the agenda for a focus of there could potentially be more where we're highlighting community services in Kingsburg, and whether it be this commission hosting a special event, spotlighting different organizations or things that we do as a community, or just potentially working on projects that might bring additional funding for the Parks Commission so that you guys can kind of make more financial decisions when it comes to different projects in town. So that's why it's on the agenda. So thank you.
Got it. Awesome. Thanks. Any of the other commissioners have questions or comments? No. No.
For number 3, I would
Yes.
be happy to volunteer.
Yeah, same here. I don't know if you could put my name down for a subcommittee unless someone else wants to, but I'm always willing to help. Yeah, okay. I'm always willing to help.
I can as well.
I know I had paused after 3 because I was like, I know I'm supposed to say something next. I was processing that. Oh. Okay. Future agenda items. Do any of you have any future agenda items?
I don't think this would constitute an agenda item, but I am going to, when the school year starts, work on the social media and then the morning announcements at our school, or even I know we just got a new announcements board out there, and so it's really big. So maybe I'll try to see how much we can get put on there. I know what they'll probably say is there's just too much, right? So I don't know if you guys wanted it to be like strictly what we're doing or just overall like city events. What exactly do you guys think that I should ask for a request gets put in there? Yeah, anything specifically like just community service projects that are happening, or just overall city, like the bigger events? What do you guys think?
Got it. Okay. So at the school, you're going to be helping with the morning announcements that are like speaker stuff, and then also recommendations for the board.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I know the city already posts some of our events. Do they on the? No.
I know the city events on there. Is that generated?
Yeah, I would have to ask who generates that. I know I didn't remember seeing them before, but they may be
Mhm.
on this new board. I know last year, the only city announcements I really remember in our bulletin, like our daily bulletin, was like signing up to be the Swedish Festival Queen. But so that's what I'm unsure what I should go
Mhm.
and request, because I don't want to request too much because it's still a school bulletin. But I do think that some of these events, like the Kingsburg Cares Day, that would be something that I think a lot of students would be interested in.
Yeah.
But that's the place where they would find out about it. So
Yeah. Yeah. I know I've seen, well, since it's all been there, like the fireworks show and some of the pool stuff and everything. So I think, yeah, I think as we kind of like coordinate and figure things out, we can kind of map it all out. So it's not too much, but then figure out who's doing the board, what the city already is putting on there. And then maybe we can, you know, not be too much, but then still get information out and stuff. I think that'll probably be like an ongoing type thing that we'll be conversating with you about. So,
Okay.
but that's so exciting though that we have some access there.
I wasn't able to do it like towards the end of the school year. I had met with my principal for a separate matter for my club, but I could tell he was overwhelmed, and so I figured that was not the best time to request, make more requests. So I just figured I'd put it off for the next school year, and then it'll be fresh on their minds. And so
Yeah, and that'll give us time to think and figure out exactly like what other aspects of the city are putting out on stuff like that aren't connected with us, but that they're using, and so we're not.
And then you can time to kind of figure out how to coordinate.
Yeah.
I know there's no direct city employee that sending in information. So I don't know if they're just getting it from word of mouth, or they're seeing it online and they're reposting it. But it'd be nice to have like one designated person to say like these are the stuff. And that is considered a future agenda item, so we can add it.
Okay.
If you'd like to add it in August, when that's point of discussion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it's good.
that'd be good.
Awesome. Cool. Yay. Okay. All right. Well, anything else? Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will go ahead and adjourn our meeting at 5:40.